Half-Life is one of the most well-known and influential game series of all time. A true classic in the gaming industry and a series that still has many fans even today. In this episode of the Plitch Weekly Rewind, we'll take a look back at the series and its different entries, spin-offs and remakes. Let's get started. The first Half-Life, made by Valve, was released in 1998. To call this game a step forward for the FPS genre is an understatement. Half-Life was a monumental leap from the Doom and Wolfenstein clones the genre had seen up to this point. Instead of dropping us into a level with guns right away, Half-Life takes its time to establish its world, characters and its protagonist. As the one and only Gordon Freeman, we work as a scientist in the Black Mesa research facility. We are also part of the Hazardous Environment Unit and are tasked with taking part in a very important experiment for the facility. Unfortunately, the test goes wrong and causes a resonance cascade which opens up a portal to an alien dimension. Just one of those days, I guess. Gordon now has to fight his way out of Black Mesa and put an end to the alien threat. Half-Life's way of storytelling was a revolution back in 1998, and it's still a lot of fun to experience today. From a gameplay perspective, Half-Life also has aged incredibly well. The controls are tight, the movement fast, and the gunfights, while often chaotic, leave some room for flanking and other tactics. Eventually, Gordon manages to make his way through Black Mesa and travels to the alien world Xen to defeat the alien boss who is behind all of this. After that, Gordon gets abducted by a strange figure, the G-Man, who offers him a job. If we, as Gordon Freeman, decide to take his offer, we get put into stasis and wait for Half-Life 2.
Wisely done, Mr. Freeman. I will see you up ahead.
In the meantime, Half-Life 1 also received 3 expansion packs. The first expansion pack, Opposing Force, lets us experience the Black Mesa disaster from the eyes of a Marine who gets sent to the facility for cover-up. Blue Shift puts us in the shoes of Barney Calhoun, a security guard who also works in Black Mesa. And lastly, Half-Life Decay offers a co-op experience allowing for 2 players to fight their way through Black Mesa. Speaking of 2, in 2004, Valve revolutionized the gaming industry again with Half-Life 2, offering not only a completely new setting and characters, but also using physics puzzles to break up the gameplay. Half-Life 2 takes place 20 years after the first game, with Gordon Freeman waking up from his sleep. He finds himself in City 17, the last remaining city on Earth which is ruled by the Combine, an alien force that took control over Earth after the events of the first game. Gordon joins the Resistance, which is made up of members of the Black Mesa team and some new faces, and goes on fighting against the Combine. Half-Life 2 brings back many familiar faces from the first game, such as the scientist and the security guard, but fleshes them out much more and gives them their own personality. New characters, such as Alex or the antagonist Dr. Breen, make for a pretty memorable cast overall. In terms of gameplay, Half-Life 2 offers a lot more variety. Besides running and shooting, the sequel also gives us vehicles we can drive. And thanks to the gravity gun, we can pick up pretty much any object in-game and use it as a weapon against enemies. After Half-Life 2, Valve decided to continue the series with shorter entries called episodes. Only 2 of the originally planned 3 episodes would release, however, and well, if you're a Half-Life fan, you know how the story goes. Nonetheless, these 2 episodes that were released continue the story in a pretty interesting way. This time, the game gives us Alex as a companion throughout both games, which makes for some really nice moments in the game. Sadly, after episode 2, and due to multiple different reasons, Valve never released episode 3, which would have brought the whole story to a conclusion. Only in 2020 fans will receive a new title in the Half-Life series. With Half-Life Alyx, the series received its first VR title. Ever since then, it's been quiet around Gordon Freeman and the Resistance. But there's one game we have to mention when talking about Half-Life. But first, let's take a look at what the Plitch team has been up to this week. Get ready, we've released 5 new trainers and worked on 240 patches. And in case you're looking for another sci-fi game, check out Outpost Infinity Siege and our trainer for it. Alright, back to Half-Life. When Half-Life 2 released, Valve decided to remake Half-Life 1 in the newly released Source engine. However, the remake turned out to be a pretty lackluster port with a lot of bugs and glitches. So, fans decided to take matters in their own hands and remake Half-Life from the ground up in the Source engine. It took them almost 20 years to finish the project, but Black Mesa is now on Steam and it's probably the best remake of an old gaming classic you could think of. It stays true to the original game, while offering a more modern look, new voice actors and a more detailed story.
By Schrodinger's cat, he's alive.
Gordon! Thank God for that hazard suit.
And since it runs on the Source engine, it also offers physics puzzles similar to Half-Life 2. In case you've always wanted to give the Half-Life series a try, Black Mesa is a great starting point for new players. And while you're at it, make sure to check out Plitch. It offers trainers for all main entries in the series with mods ranging from unlimited ammo to God mode to infinite energy for Gordon's HEV suit. Plitch makes it possible. And there you have it, a short retrospective of the Half-Life series. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. What is your favorite game in the series? Let us know down below in the comments. And if you want to take your gaming journey to the next level, check out Plitch.com for more trainers. See you next week.